We have another big indication, which is therapy-resistant non-small cell lung cancer, where we have very encouraging data. We've used the time since the previous data readout to do what I call enabling work, like a positive end of phase 2 meeting with the FDA.
Welcome back inside our proactive newsroom, and joining me now is Dr. Paul Peter Tak. He's the CEO of Candel Therapeutics. And Dr. Tak, great to see you again. How are you?
I'm very well. It's been an exciting day. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you as well. And exciting because you've entered into a 5-year, $130 million term loan facility with Trinity Capital. So obviously this is a great weight off of the company in establishing this. So tell me a bit about how this all came about and what it means for your company.
Yeah, we thought it would be important at this time and this stage of the company to get access to non-dilutive funding to fund our operations, to support our operations. Top priority is, of course, to prepare for BLA submission for CAN-2409, the lead asset in prostate cancer, and also invest in pre-commercialization efforts. So this will be extremely supportive there. But also we have another big indication, which is therapy-resistant non-small cell lung cancer, where we have very encouraging data. We've used the time since the previous data readout to do what I call enabling work, like a positive end of phase 2 meeting with the FDA, protocol development, but to press the button and to really start to enroll into a large clinical trial. I've always said we need to get access to non-dilutive funding, right? Because we don't want to dilute the current shareholders too much. And we've been very successful. This is also great external validation because the quality of Trinity is very high. They did very extensive due diligence. So we are very pleased with the outcome on many levels.
And so the way it's sort of drawn up is you can draw down on the first 50 million right away as soon as this closes. That allows you to do the work that you were talking about. And then there are certain milestones, I guess is the way to describe it, that you meet in order to access the rest. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So that's quite standard, like a structured deal, right? Where you have multiple inflection points. It also means that we don't need to borrow all the money. Well, we don't need it yet.
Yeah. Let's talk also, you've talked about prioritizing certain things, and you mentioned obviously what your key priority is right now, and not that you're forgetting about other things, you're just sort of trying to organize things in a certain way.
Exactly. So the lead asset, CAN-2409, is really a pan-solid tumor therapy. It has worked in every indication that we tested. So often we speak about prostate cancer, non-small cell lung cancer, pancreatic cancer. Actually, we also have data in other solid tumors that were also consistently positive. So this has been in the hierarchy of priorities. 1, prostate; 2, non-small cell lung cancer; 3, pancreatic cancer, which is still very important. But again, for the same reason, because we don't want to have a dilution of our shareholders to start another rather big clinical trial program. We've said we will pause pancreatic cancer. We've done all the enabling work. We had a very successful scientific advisory board recently. We got orphan designation recently from the European regulators, the EMA, and before that time already from the FDA. So we have everything we need to get started except for the money. We'll only do that if we get access to non-dilutive funding through a strategic partnership.
Yeah. And are there a lot of those type of people out there? Like, is this something you feel that the company can accomplish and there's some diligence done on that?
Definitely. That's always, of course, you only know that you have the right deal when you have a signed deal and when you have disclosed it. But of course, we are always exploring it. I've also always said pharma companies are really good at getting medicines to many patients worldwide. I have a big pharma background. I was the global head of development of GSK. So we understand that at the same time, it needs to be the right deal, and we won't enter a deal that we feel is not the right deal. But you're right, there's been quite a lot of interest. We have had conversations for prolonged periods of time under confidentiality with potential partners, and these conversations are ongoing.
All right, well, we'll wait to hear more about these key assets, CAN-2409 and 3110. Dr. Tak, thank you so much. Congratulations on securing the financing, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You as well. Dr. Paul Peter Tak, he's the CEO of Candel Therapeutics.